We're at the Vietnam Veterans Plaza in New York City. It's located at 55 Water Street, and this is a symbol of American honor and recognition for all those that served and also gave the ultimate sacrifice. Once again, we are in New York City, 55 Water Street. It is Vietnam Veterans Recognition Day. It's March 27th, 2021. And this is the Walk of Honor where the names of the 1,741 New Yorkers who died in the Vietnam War is listed. With us, Vince McGowan, and he was credited with the Patrick Gualtieri Award for service. And just tell us a little bit about this award. They had a big introduction of everything that you helped out on, even with 9/11.
Yeah, it's been an exciting couple of decades, but it seems like every year something else comes up. But the award, well, to talk about the award first. The award was established by Pat Gualtieri, who was our 5th executive director, and who really brought a different way of looking at the veterans community that's resonated and continued to this day. Unfortunately, we lost him a couple of years ago. But the award symbolizes the can-do effort of the United War Veterans Council to achieve the goals of the community. It's not like a bunch of guys sitting around a bar thinking of what to do next. It actually is input from the people that are getting services or that are giving services that talk about what they see the community need, and then that community need is sort of spun into some sort of a program, some sort of a funding mechanism, and then you go out and make it happen. And that's pretty much how it works. You get a good idea, and you find people that will back it, and then you find people that will work it, and next thing you know, it's 40 years later, and everybody's telling you thank you very much.
I also like the story about this wall, that it was what they gave us just this spot downtown that probably wasn't very recognized or wanted or loved.
Well, the New York of the early 1980s and the late 70s it was a horror show. And Lower Manhattan down here, nobody came to. This was like off limits. The Wall Street area had a lot of life, but there was nothing else going on, just insurance companies, and they came and went. They had 9-hour days and no impact. So this public park, public plaza, was sitting around, and it had been designated for a memorial to the crew that was lost. All men, they were all men who were lost on that ship when they got frozen in the ice. So, thank you for, what do you do when you get something that memorializes a failed expedition? We didn't have a whole lot of choices of land. We got this, we got our 4 acres here, and then we were able to turn it around and turn it into a plaza of hope and into a place of accomplishment and a meeting place for people. So it went from a desolate place that was as frozen in time as that ship was in the Arctic, and we brought it to a spot that now celebrates everything veteran, everything New York City.
And they also said, even during 9/11, you were still able to forge ahead and get the wall finally completed.
We were in the last couple of months of a 3-year, $12.5 million program to refurbish the plaza here and fix the wall and keep it fresh. And of course, 9/11 stopped all the imports. It stopped everything, and we weren't going to take that laying down. We weren't going to stop our program because of an attack by all these lunatics, on our land here. We had to find a way of keeping going, and we did, and we were the first public space open in New York City after the attacks of 9/11. And that's because of perseverance, and people know that it's society's responsibility to get back in order. We got to work at putting things back together for our families and for the future.
And just to end, congratulations. And what's next? Where do you see the veterans movement going to?
I see these young people. They're a lot better educated. They're a lot more ambitious. And they have a lot more needs than we had, but they have a lot more skills. So I'm optimistic that these young veterans that are coming in and getting their education in New York City are going to stay. And for the native New Yorkers like myself who come back from their service, I hope that they use their talents and their benefit package to invest in New York and to help it grow. It's our town. The military has always had a strong presence in New York City, and us former military deserve to be recognized, and even though you deserve it, you have to fight for your place at the table. And I hope that these young fighters come up and make sure that our place is not taken by someone else.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Kristal.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Vietnam Veterans Plaza here in New York City. Thanks for watching, and thank a veteran today.